So we have discussed some of the shortcuts in mathematics, in aptitude, some of the simple calculations, how you can avoid a very big calculations, you can go with the simple calculations. We have seen some of the methods. Now let's go with the problems in number series. Let's see some problems which are generally appearing in any kind of examination. Let's see how we can solve them. In number series, we generally expect questions of two different types. One is odd man out and one is missing number. Odd man out in the sense, in a given series, there will be one number which is entirely disturbing all the complete series. So that will be that is the number which is odd man out in the followed series. So that will be your answer. So the number which is disturbing the series will be an odd man out number, and whereas coming to the number missing number in the sense, if the series is given like this, he will ask us to find out what will be the next number. So that will be a missing number type of questions. So in number series we will get in these two types. One is odd man out and next is missing number. So here we have taken three numbers of odd man out. We will just try and solve. Just remember one thing in number series, whatever the series it may be, however the series it may be, when you are looking at the series, if you are getting any idea about the series, then go with that series. If you are not getting any idea with that series, then just take the difference of the first number with the second number, and next go with the difference of second number with the third number. If you see this difference with that difference numbers, you will come to know what is the logic there. So for whatever may be the number series, just take the difference. Take the difference of first number with the second number and second number with the third number. With that difference you will come to know. Generally in this number series, you will be having a questions depending on squares and cubes, perfect squares and perfect cubes, and sometimes he will give us a square, perfect square number, but for that perfect square number he will add something, or else if we subtract something we will get the perfect square. So this is one kind of questions. And there are other kind of questions also where you will have to find two series. That means the series which is having more than 7 characters, there will be a 2 series hidden in that series. So we have to differentiate the 2 series and we have to find the logic. So let's try some questions. Let's see some questions depending on odd man out. The odd man out in the sense we have already discussed, we have to find out the number which is disturbing the series. So here in this first series, if you see, it is 24, 27. If you differentiate, we are getting, if you subtract, we are getting 3, and from this number if you subtract, you are getting 4. But whereas if you see from this number, this fourth number to third number, it is again getting 2 difference. That means this series is continuously following a 3 difference series. That means there is a 3 difference between this series. So here it is having correctly 3 difference, but if you come to 31, there is 4 difference, but it is following a 3 difference. So in place of 31 we should get 30, then only the next followed series will be corrected. So here in this question 31 will be the odd man out, right? And let's move to the second question. Here in the second question, if you observe, if you are very perfect with the squares, then you can easily identify what is happening here. If you see this 196 is the perfect square for 14. So 196 is 14 square. If you see 169, it is the square of 13 square. and 144 12 square, and 121 it is 11 square. But coming to this 80, it is not a perfect square, or we should get 10 square, then we can consider that as a perfect square. But here 80 is not a perfect square, whatever may be the series, but 80 is not a perfect square. So odd man out will be 80 here. And coming to this series, here 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. If you see difference, you will get some difference, but here if you see this kind of series, wherever in your examination also if you see this kind of series, if you observe here, this is a different kind of series where you have to concentrate on consecutive prime number. In numbers, we know what kind of numbers are there: natural numbers, prime numbers, and consecutive prime numbers. You should have an idea what all that numbers are. Here if you see in this series actually following a consecutive prime number series. Actually what is consecutive prime number is the number which is having more than 2 factors is called as consecutive prime number. So if you check for 3 has only 2 factors, that is 1 and 3, and 5 is having 2 factors, 5 and 1, 7 also 7 and 1, whereas coming to 9, it has 3 factors, that is it is divisible by 9, that means 9, 1 and also 3. In 3 table also we come across this 9. So this is the number which is having 3 factors, and 11 it is also 1, 2 factors, and 13 also 13, 1, 2 factors. So this is the number which is different from the series, that is this is the consecutive prime number which is having more than 2 factors, that is 1, 9 and 3. That's the reason this is our odd man out in this series. Let's move to the next problems. And 65, 186, 209. So if you observe this series, it is all related to 3 digits. All the series is having a 3 digits. If you have 3 digit with 2 digit, it is starting with 3 digit and ending with 2 digit or 1 digit, there you can find it may be a square or a cube. But here if you see, it is not related to any perfect square, or else it is not very near to any kind of perfect square. So just we'll find out. First, if we don't know what is happening in the series, as we have discussed earlier, just to see the difference between 2 numbers, that is see the difference between 2 and 3 or 2 and 1 or 1 and 2. As 143 is bigger than 121, if you see the difference you will come to know. Here if you see, difference is 22, right? Just check for the next series also, that means third and in the third number and second number. If you again see in third number and second number, it is giving 22 difference again. So that means I came to know that it is a series which is following 22 difference. So if you see here, it is not giving 22 difference. No need to go for complete calculations. Just see this unit digit and this unit digit. It is 6 and this it is 5. It is giving me 1. If you subtract, it is giving me 1. I should get 2. But here I am getting 1. So directly you can take this is the number which is not following the series. Right? So here 186 is the odd man out. Right? Next, we'll go for next problem. If you observe in this series, instead of trying from last, if you try from here, it will be easy because it is a single digit, we can easily find out. If you see the difference between here, it is 8 and it is 14. If you check for the difference, it is giving me 6. There is a 6 difference. If you see here, it is getting around 6 and 4, it is 10. So difference, by seeing the difference, I am not getting any conclusion. If you observe in this way, if I take 8 plus 8, it is giving me 16. So from this 16, if I subtract 2, I am getting 14. It is just my assumption. Let me try for the next also, for 14 also. If I take 14 plus 14, it is giving me 28. From 28, I have to subtract 2. So minus 2, if I do minus 2, I am getting 26. So this is correct. So only with first 3 digits, first 3 numbers, I am getting what is the series. So this is the series I am getting, this is a method the series is following. So let's try for 48. If 48 is getting corrected, then we have to go for next number. So let's see here, for 28 should be made double, 26 should be doubled, 26 double will be 52. From 52 I have to subtract 2. So from 52 if I subtract 2, I am getting 50, but whereas here I got 48. So this 48 should be replaced by 50, then only this number will be following the series. So here in the series 48 will be odd man out, right? Let's move to the next. So let's move to the 6th problem. If we start from here, there is a big difference. Instead of that, if you start from this side, you will know easily what is the series actually it is following. So if you see the difference, if you go for the difference, here I am getting 6, and if you go for the difference between these two, I am getting 12. That means what is the difference between these two is the difference has been doubled for the next series, next number. Now, so for my next number, I should have a difference of 24. If I have a difference of 24, then my series will be correct. So if I see the difference between these two, I am having 28. But I should get the difference of 24, but instead of 24 I got 28. So this is the number which is disturbing the series. So that's the reason 48 will be the odd man out. No need to find out what will happen for the next numbers. Once if we find what is the odd man out in the series, you can stop there, you can take that series as your answer, that number as your answer, right? Let's see the 7th problem. If we see the difference, it is 2, and here it is 4, and here it is 8. If you see the difference here, it is around 12. So the difference, if you see here, 2 is been doubled and we are getting the difference here, and 4 has been doubled and I am getting difference 8 here. But if you see here 8, if you double, I have to get 16, but I got only 12 here. So my odd man out series will be 27. So instead of 27, I should have a difference of 16 and it should be added for that, right? So instead of 27, I should have 31 as my answer, right? Let's move to the next question. Six, 14, 30, 64, 126. If you see here, the difference, if you again find the difference it is coming around 8. So if in case, if you assume that this 6 as 6 into 2, it is giving me 12 plus 2. If you add 2 for it, I am getting 14. That means I am multiplying this number with 2 and adding 2. Then I have to get this number. So let's try. Even if it is same with this 2, then my series will be correct. So if I say take the next number, 14 into 2 plus 2. 14 into 2, it is 28, plus 2, it is 30. So as I got 30 here, so my series is correct. So let's try for this. 30 into 2, it is giving me 30 into 2. I have to take 30 into 2 plus 2 again. It is 60 plus 2. 62. I have to get 62, but instead of 62, I got 64 here. That means 2 is more here. So 64 is the number which is disturbing the series. So 64 will be the odd man out. So let's see the next series. If you try from that side, it will be difficult for us to find out. If you try from here, it will be easy. So if you see here, there is a difference of 14 here. So instead of that, if you think in this way, like 10 into 3, it is giving me 30. 30 minus 4, it is giving me 26. If I try in that way, so it is giving me 36. So let's see the same thing for this. It is 26 into 3. 26 into 3, it is giving me around 6 3 is 18, 8, 3 2 is 6 7, 78. Minus 4, I have to do minus 4. That means I have to subtract 4. So I am getting 74. So 74, this 74 is correct. And try for this. 74 into 3 minus 4. 74 into 3, it is giving 12, 21, 22. 222 minus 4, it is giving me 218. So 218, I got it. So it is also following the series. Let's try for 218 into 3 minus 4. 218 into 3 will be 24, 2, 6, 3 1s are 3, 5 and 3 2s are 6. 654. 654, again I have to subtract minus 4. So I have to get 650, but not 654. So 654 is the number which is disturbing the series. So 654 will be my odd man out. Let's see the next problem. Just see how we can get 7 by using 3. If you see 3 into 2, it is giving me 6. 3 into 2 plus 1 will be giving me 7. So let's see whether this also can be done in that way. 7 into 2 plus 1 will be 7 to the 14 plus 1, it is giving me 15. So whatever the series I am trying to is correct. So let's try for this 15. 15 into 2 plus 1. 15 into 2, it is 30. 30 plus 1, 31. I should get 31, but I got 39 here. So 39 will be the odd man out here. So this is the number which is not following the series. As 50 into 2, it is 30. 30 plus 1, 31. I should get 31 instead of 39. Right? Question. As we are trying to solve earlier, wherever I am having a single digit, you are trying to solve from single digit. But if you see this first two digits, first two numbers, first 3-digit number with first 3-digit number, you will find the actual relationship here itself instead of going to that place. If you see here, how we are getting 221 from this 445. If you take this 445, just from 445, just subtract 3 right? If you subtract 3, I am getting 442. With this 442, if you make this 442 into 2 parts, then one part will be 221. So this is how I got this 221. So let's see for this 221 also. If I get 109 with this process, then my process will be same. So if you take 221, from this 221 you have to subtract 3. It is giving me 218. From 218, if make this 218 into 2 parts, then I am getting 200. 2 parts is 1 part is 100 and 18 it is 9. So 109. So I got 109 here. It is same. And for 46, I have to try for 109. 109, from 109 I have to subtract 3. So it is giving 106. 106 I have to make it into 2 parts. 1 part will be given here. If I have to take 2 parts, I will be getting 100. 1 part is 50 and 6 1 part is 3. So 53. I should get 53. But instead of this 53, I got 46 here. So my wrong answer will be 46 here. Let's move to the next problem. This is the series which we have discussed when we are starting number series. I have told you wherever we have characters more than 7, in that series we will be having 2 series. Wherever we have this long series, if we get this kind of long series, that means there are 2 series hidden in this. That 2 series may be following the same logic, or it may be following a different logic. So let's see what is that 2 series. Generally that 2 series will be alternative numbers. Like for example, this 3, there may be a logic between 3 and 8, 8 and 13, 13 and 18, 18 and 23. So I got one series 3, 8, 13, 18 and 23. There may be one different logic between this series, and there may be other different logic between other series. That is whatever the leftover series 3, 9, 2, 9, 9, 22, 22, 32 and 42, right? So 2, 9, 13, 22, 32 and 42. So there is a different logic following here. If you check for the difference, here, I am getting around 5, right? So if you check the difference between this series, here I am getting 5, right? And if you check here also I am getting 5 difference, and if you check here also I am getting 5 difference. So whatever the first series we have considered as first series, there is no odd man out number. So first series, it is following the correct logic. Let's see in the second series, there may be a wrong answer in the second series. So if you see for the difference here, it is 7, and here if you see the difference, instead of that, if you go from this side, it will be easier, because if you observe 42, 32, 22, there is a 10 difference here. It is giving a 10 difference and it is giving a 10 difference. So next I have to have a 10 difference between these two, but instead of 10 difference, I have more than 10 difference. Like here it is 22, I should have 12 here. Then there will be a 10 difference here. So instead of 12, I got 9 here. So 9 is the series, 9 is the number which is not following the odd man out. That means which is not following the series. So for this problem, 9 will be our odd man out. Let's move to the next one.